Now, your money masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. We get the Dow down 12, Nasdaq's up 13, S&Ps are up 3. You got gold up 18, silver's up 35. We got, oil's up 60 cents, bonds are down 3. And it's the NBA all over again.
Oh, my goodness. Up $9 already.
Yeah, forget Groundhog Day, folks. It's the NBA. Nothing but Apple.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it. And, you know, if we go take a look at it, I was looking at this morning, right?
Yeah.
Now, what happens, folks, with parabolic moves is that you actually, what I've seen is this. The last moves in parabolic move before a give up, right?
Yes.
Is actually 30%.
Okay.
And Apple's not near 30% yet.
Oh my
goodness. Because this is what it is, folks. It's 30% most of the time off the actual place where it took off from. Not from the bottom.
Okay, right. Okay.
Not from the bottom.
Okay. And you have a daily chart up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a daily chart that you're looking at.
If we take a look at that, it's like, okay, so you take 431 and you say, okay, give me 30% of that, which is $120.
Yeah.
Which brings
$550.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Right.
All right.
You know,
hey, at least we finally know where Apple's going.
Well, you know,
it's hard to look at a chart and figure it out, isn't it?
It is. No, and that's why that's what happened this morning. That's when I was looking. I says, okay, man. You know, and I remember when the Nasdaq blew apart. The Nasdaq, folks, when it blew apart, went 30% in 6 weeks, and it has to be on lighter volume, which you can argue that Apple's not, because you can argue that Apple on the 9th, had some juice into it.
Oh, it did, for sure.
So it is. There's no doubt. I was looking at the.
It makes it difficult though for all of us, if you will, because of the weighting inside the NDX. Okay.
And the S&P.
And the S&P, that's right.
It's 10% of the S&P right now, and it's 17% of the...
It's 10% of the S&P.
Yeah, and 17% of the NDX.
Yeah.
But what's screaming out here this morning, I tell you, the small caps are screaming.
Right.
Europe, folks, we're going down. You want a quick trade? Bottom line, sell the market right now. Put a stop right on the other side of it, right now. Yeah, because what you have here is that the Europe has given it up, and Europe was up big.
Europe, the DAX was up. The DAX was up large. All the DAX did was went right back up to where it had completed the AB equals CD pattern. In fact, I was surprised.
Really? Is that what it did?
Yeah, okay. When I took a look on when I woke up early and happened to throw on the tube, if you will,
right.
And I saw the DAX was up large.
Okay.
I said, wow, that must be blowing away the must be. I've got to get over to it, but. So it must be blowing away the swing point. And sure enough, it wasn't. Well, first I saw Asia being up strong.
Okay.
Then I saw the DAX up, and then when I actually threw up the chart, and I was like, wait a minute here. It hasn't even gotten above the actual high that it put in on the 9th. Like Apple.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
Apple we're talking about had some juice in it.
Right.
And it was February 9th. The DAX got up to 68.38 and in a little bit of change, and today it got up to 68.30.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of like, really? Oh, wow.
No, I know.
That was interesting. So the DAX has, when we use the DAX, as you've pointed out so many times, there's kind of a guideline as to worldwide what's really going on here.
It definitely has led us up and let us down.
Yeah.
Now, we had the 13F filings out yesterday.
Yeah.
So you got Paulson is still a seller inside the GLD.
Okay.
Now, he only sold 2.9 million shares, but that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
The deal that...
still was over 10%, or in the 10% range.
Oh, yeah.
What did he sell last time? Was about 50%.
He sold 50% of his position.
Yeah. So he's, in essence, from his major holdings, he's lightened up 60%, at least, through this filing.
That's right.
This
filing. 65%.
This filing, which goes through December 31st. So.
And so he can still be selling.
Yeah.
Now, what you have, which is all over the press right now, is that he sold all his... Bank of America and the Citigroup shares. So watch this. Sells first. Right down to zero.
Oh, my goodness.
64 million shares.
Oh, my goodness.
He also sold all of them in Citigroup also. So there's if we go back to the GLD, here, let's go back to the GLD for a second, because, see, when you have that type of selling, first what I'm going to do, folks, is put up the sellers. Now, first I'll put up the buyers, okay, who bought in.
Okay.
So you had a new buyer,
Totally new.
Lone Pine Capital. They bought in 3.7 million shares. Lorien, new buyer, 2.7 million. Schroeder, new buyer, 1.9 million. Alliance Capital, they put another 25% position on, 1.9.
Right.
Royal Bank of Canada, that's it. Okay, so that's about it.
Yeah.
Sellers, when we go, so that was your buyers. Sellers, you can see it dramatic.
You can.
If you do nothing with technical analysis, you just look at it's clear, man. It's clear.
No, fundamentally, what this is cool. What this is all about is following the money.
Right. Exactly.
And even though it's February 15th, okay, and they've got 45 days in essence to file these things.
Right.
It still has because what you can do is you can go back and take a look at volume patterns from December 30th through now.
Right.
And because these big fish can't really hide.
No, big time. We want to go into. I'm going to go into Rango Resources right now and see.
No, it's BlackRock. Weren't they the ones that were saying buy GLD? What did they do during the?
Well, I'll pull that up.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just curious.
No, big time.
What they were doing.
Big time.
Yeah.
So if we go into Rango Resources, Fidelity actually bought some, 496,000, which is good because they were sellers last time.
Okay.
U.S. Global's buyers. Okay, let's see who's sellers inside here. So sellers, Wells Capital, they sold 25% of their position. McKenzie, he's a big. McKenzie's he's in almost every gold stock there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing big,
really.
really.
Nothing big.
BlackRock, in this case, BlackRock's a seller. Small seller, though. 190,000. That's not a big deal.
Right.
Let's go back. We'll go back to GLD for a second. HDC. And what we're doing, folks, is we're looking at the 13F filings that, as of December 31st, the filing was due yesterday.
Yeah.
And you always wait to the very end. So, no, they're not in the top 10.
Okay.
Let me just see if they're in buyers.
I didn't see them. I don't think I saw them in the buyers.
Yeah, they're here.
Okay. All right.
474,000 they bought.
Okay. So they didn't have much left to sell.
No.
If you will.
They don't. So we'll walk through a few of these other ones as we're going along because it does make a difference. All you have to do right now is just keep your eye on Apple because the reality is that people have got rewarded each and every day since let's see, so they've got rewarded each and every day since November 25th.
Yeah.
Waking up in the morning, making money hand over fist.
Yeah. And November 25th. That was the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That was the day that we were unwinding, from all the activity, if you will, that we deal with.
They've been eating a turkey dinner since then.
Oh my goodness,
a big turkey dinner since then.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and with it being such a heavy weighting, okay, makes it a little bit more tricky. And as you were saying, it's a heavy weighting inside the SPYs, heavy weighting inside the Qs, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to start playing those ETFs.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because of Apple, and because you can't go to a chart and figure out where the heck is this thing going.
Well, it's the best and worst.
Yeah.
The reality is that it falls apart. It's the best.
That's right. Exactly.
Because what you'll see, what folks won't understand is that when now Apple won't have to pull back a lot of money.
Yeah.
And the industry will get destroyed.
Right.
Which is just the opposite. Now, and for you fundamentalists out here, there's a great story today in the Journal, and what it is that you just keep hearing about the great earnings in the S&P.
Yes.
But check this out. This is pretty amazing. If you take out they had an article today. If you take out the Apple earnings, the earnings in the S&P are only 2.3%.
Okay.
And with the Apple earnings in them, they're about 7 or 8.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. That's how
intense.
That's how much money Apple is basically taking over. I know. And then they went on to say that in the past, the companies that have actually had a bigger weighting than Apple, check this out, has been, we're going back to past 30 years now. IBM at one point had that, and GE had that, and General Motors had that.
Okay.
Yeah. So it has happened before.
Yeah.
So.
But now, if you go back and you pull up, I wonder when GE was that heavy of a weighting. But if you were to go back and take a look at GE and go back 15 years or what have you. Monthly.
That's right, because what you'd have to do, see, like I got IBM up here, and you can see IBM's at highs, but the correlation, of course, is that at highs versus where everything else is.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
And I think they had it. I think they might have had the the time, but
yeah.
But it really has to do where everything else is too.
Yeah.
So. King Dollar. Let's go take a look at King Dollar. They try to whack King Dollar down today, and this little baby refused the lows. And refused them in a beautiful way. You got to 79.20. You're at 79.72 right now, and this is I love this setup, because what you had yesterday is that you had a sign of strength, small sign of strength, but you had it 30,000 contracts, gets over the swings. Today you come back into it, 15,000 contracts. You're hanging right at the highs, which is the 79.70 area, and that's saying that you're going to get a very fast acceleration up to the 80.50.
Yeah.
And Greece is what you're going to see happen now. Oh, listen to this trade, folks. If this trade ever comes across, you're going to see that some of these bond guys that really had made a big risk, but they could score beyond belief. And this is what it is. What Greece is thinking of doing, the European Central, the March 20th date?
Yes.
They're thinking of paying off the bonds.
Really?
Yeah, so that so that they can push the can down the road.
Okay.
And there won't be a disorderly default. But picture this. Those bonds were going for, I don't know whether it's 30 cents, 50 cents, some outrageous amount, right?
Okay.
And if they ever pay them off, that means that they got the interest on the bonds and they got their principal back.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about exponential profits.
That would be pretty,
yeah.
That would be pretty wild.
Yeah, no, and I've seen it happen before. And what that's all about is that they can't get a deal together, and they're sitting there saying, "Oh man," but they just pay it.
How does that affect MF Global? Because are they a big holder of those bonds?
No, I think what happened is that they moved those bonds out. Remember?
Really?
Yeah.
So they look.
Goldman's going to make all the money.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Sick. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We get the Dow down 37, Nasdaq's up 6, S&P's are flat. Yeah.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you seek to maximize your returns. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of The Money Game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. We got, let's see, the Dow's down 37. You get NASDAQ up 9. S&Ps are flat. We have...
well, how about Asia last night?
Yeah.
Huh?
Let's go over and...
My goodness.
Let's go take a look at...
Nikkei was having a party.
And then, you know, all does it take? You know, you can see that yen was 76 cents last night, right?
Yeah.
And look at that.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Let's see what we got. And you got juice. You got volume behind the move. Look at that.
You've got the,
Look at that. So last night, folks, you know, the swing point, if you want to see how just, you know, volume works everywhere, it doesn't matter. 1.3 billion shares was the swing point from October 31st.
Yeah.
Last night, 2 billion shares. Blew it away with volume. Let's bring this back. And we were looking at this before. Yeah, see, this little baby is also... That's a nice consolidation, and you want to buy the next pullback, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to buy the next pullback
for sure.
Let's go over to the.
Now we need the yen to participate.
No, the yen didn't it move? Yeah, see, it moved last night.
Yeah, it moved.
It's that correlation. How's that correlation, right?
Yeah. Well, look, you can see that. You know, having a weaker currency,
right?
You know, it's just the way that assets get priced that are valued.
Big time. That's it. That is absolutely it.
Yeah.
So the yen, just look at how pretty this is.
Yeah.
Now, the unfortunate part about it is that I can see the yen basing out more. That's not too much of a base, man.
Well, and you know? That's right. And I think it's actually pretty logical that it would. Because you know, on the yen, the last real big spike where there was intervention was October 31st.
Yeah.
And that failed to hold.
Yeah,
they had another big intervention, I think it was like on a Friday or Thursday afternoon, which was August the 3rd.
Yes.
That failed to hold. So, you know, you can see this thing, as you say, just simply trading right now in a sideways trading range. Just simply between 79.50, you know, and possibly the lows, trying to get all the way back down to 75. But
right.
But what we'd love to see is a pullback in the yen. Okay?
Yeah.
Because then it would set up, you know, probably. I mean, we'd wonder what Sony is doing today. I think Toyota was up fairly large. I didn't get a chance to look at that stock.
SNE, let's take a look.
Toyota Motors was up 3.5%. So I wonder what Sony's doing today. They've got any juice in it.
She's up 86, and yeah, Sony. Okay, so you got
No, we like on Sony is to come back and hit that.
Oh, wouldn't it be pretty?
High volume low
big
there,
time, big time.
Yeah,
or even just the highs of the low.
Right. Just the highs. That's right.
1768.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's going to be pretty solid.
Yeah.
If we take Sony and you put this on a weekly.
So it's got a ways to still get up, but what's that? Is it low 20s or so?
21's the first get-go.
Okay.
And this is almost...
Because it runs into a supply line there.
Yeah, it does. It does. Let me put this back on a... See, on a monthly, it's nice, though. On a monthly, it's nice. Because what you have on a monthly, folks, is this. You got under $23. That was 2003. You have 43 million shares there. You broke that with 55 million in October of 08.
Yeah.
And now you're down there with 25. So watch it. So the equation is 25, 55.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's what you like to see.
Yeah.
That's what you like to see.
Absolutely. And how about Toyota? Just check out
what is
TM. TM is the symbol
so
on Toyota Motor Corp.
We got, look, that's really got some juice in it. So.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah. Let's bring this back to 10. Put this on a weekly.
So it's coming into that volume.
Look at that
you've got here, right? How about that? Right in there.
Yeah,
it's going to need some more. Now that's a weekly chart.
That's a weekly. So when you're going to do a Toyota, see now this is what the difference is. That Toyota is doing a lot of business in the U.S. also, and they're not going to get as much juice as Sony is.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Because they got the plants in Alabama. You can see this chart is not as beautiful as the actual Sony chart.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. This is saying that you can stay in a consolidation versus the Sony chart. A little more cause. Sony chart is basically saying, hey, that thing is off. Still building a long-term bottom that it wants to get off.
Yes.
The shippers, they're going to the moon.
Those things, they are.
Now you get the first correction, which is really sweet. Okay,
yeah.
But what you'd like to see is more. Now, if this sets up just like this, you're going to get a much larger correction. See this baby right here?
Yeah.
This is when this happens. When you have specifically.
And you're taking a look at possibly some volume off the
No, not this is actually a I forget what the symbol is, okay, but this is a candlestick charting deal.
Yeah.
When you get something like this, bang, it'll get all the way back down here. And if it does, folks, let me tell you something. You want to be loading the boat. Literally loading the boat, baby.
I love it.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there. We're coming right back, folks. We get the Dow down 30, Nasdaq's up 10, S&P's up $1.50. We're going to be right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2 week free test drive right here, right now.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now. TFNN has an exciting announcement. As part of our Go Long America contest, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes will be hosting 4 live in-person workshops that are absolutely free to attend. Denver on February 21st, Spokane on February 22nd, San Francisco on February 23rd, all from 6:30 till 9:30 in the evening, followed up by Boston on Saturday morning, March 3rd. Steve Rhodes will show you how to understand the power of 1% and how to master probability, along with avoiding getting stopped out of trades early, while Tom O'Brien will speak about the intense trading power of Tiger Gartley and butterfly patterns. All of these workshops are completely free to attend. Come see Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes live at one of these free workshops as part of the Go Long America Tour. For more information and to reserve your seat today, visit the front page of TFNN.com and click on the Go Long America Tour banner. In the world of financial markets, there's a new player in town with an exciting new way to trade the markets. Nadex now offers binary options as well as bull spreads in a wide range of indices along with commodity and forex markets. With as little as $100, you can gain access to a new way to trade global financial markets while guaranteeing that your risk will always be capped. Nadex allows you to multiply your trading opportunities in ways never imagined before and access markets you once thought were out of reach. With short-term trading opportunities available, including binary options expiring each hour the market is open, Nadex allows you to take advantage of a variety of market conditions regardless of volatility or market direction. Now is the time to take advantage of this exciting new market. Don't let this trading opportunity pass you by. Open your account today by clicking on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Nadex, a better way to trade.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Listen, don't forget, folks, if you do want to see us next week, we're going to be in Denver on Tuesday, Spokane, Washington on Wednesday, San Francisco on Thursday. All of those workshops are going to be from 6:30 to 9:30. In the time frame that we're out there, you can sign up right on the front page of TFNN.com. And yesterday we were talking a little about FCX and SCCO, and both of these equities, these are copper equities, folks. And they're basically indicating that, copper wants to go lower,
Just looking at yesterday's volume?
Yeah, well, Southern Copper, I love both of these stocks, and I trade them a lot.
Yeah.
But their expansions and contractions are unreal. They're just unreal, man. And when they start going south, they go. You know? Now, Southern Copper is only down 15, but you had way too much volume yesterday, 3.7 million. We go look at FCX, Freeport-McMoran.
Yeah.
She came down also in heavy volume yesterday. She had 28 million. She's already done 5. And they're trying to hold her up, and what's holding it up at this point is
the
strength that it had over at the 27th. But see, once you're inside, what you have is this, folks. You're inside that range. That range is 43.50.
Yeah.
You get inside that range, that opens to the next.
All the way down.
It's a staircase.
Down the bottom, right?
It's a staircase, man. Yeah. So have patience and just sit there and wait and wait and wait.
Yeah.
Because they're contractions. Those stocks can contract 50% in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, here goes Apple again. Look at this. This is just amazing. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, you get 520, so you're up another $10.
1070. Yeah.
And
550 is a number.
Yeah. 550
is at least for the
550 is a 30% move.
Yeah.
And let's put it up. So I'll show you what I did this morning. What happens, folks, is that this is where when you see a few cycles, it helps dramatically. And I remember the cycle in the the NDX 100.
Yes.
And that's when I really stopped picking up. I says, oh, a 30% move, a fast 30% move after something's been up, that's what parabolic moves like to do.
Yeah.
Okay? And when we look at Apple, when you see this, because I was saying this morning, I was thinking, maybe an option spread on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I says, oh, no, hold it. And also, now, what you also have is this. Now, this sounds sick, folks, okay, but let me tell you something. What you have is you're only up 3 weeks. And most of the time, a 30% move, most of the time you're dealing with a 6-week move.
Okay.
Also.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, what I'm doing is this, folks. I'm certainly taking I'm taking the highs and going from there, not from where it just came from.
Right.
Where it came from, certainly, you can make the argument, it's a 30% move, but
Yeah, but you just make it more difficult. Now, so the key would be here also how it comes off of those highs.
Oh, it's going to come off with volume.
Yeah.
There's no. I know it's going to come. It's coming off.
That's a dangerous chart pattern.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to come off with volume. There's no way it's not, because you can picture, what you have happening here, man. I mean, this is not a normal situation.
Yeah.
It's absolutely not a normal situation.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be a wild one.
Yeah. So, when you take a look at, would you put more priority on the futures market and take a look at swing points, or the index, the actual cash index?
Both of them.
Okay, so you got to have them both lining up in your mind.
Yeah. And I always check both of them. Both of them.
Yeah.
Right. What I would do in a second, if I see a trade in the future market with large contracts and it hasn't happened yet, meaning within 5 or 10 seconds in the Qs or the SPYs, I will go after that because it has to happen.
Okay.
You see, because the correlation is that direct.
Okay.
It has to happen. And what I mean specifically, folks, is that if the future gets sold, the NDX has to get sold. If the SPY gets sold, it has to get sold, because that's the how they work. That's the factual correlation inside them.
Yeah.
And when the pro shares first come out, you had about 30 seconds, which was a field day.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, man, it was an absolute field day. It was no doubt it was a field day. And then, of course, the machines got hold of it. That's always smoothed it out now. And what normally happens is that what I see now is that they actually, at certain times, will hit the SPYs or the Qs first, then hit the futures.
Okay.
And they go back and forth.
Right.
Wow, watching it. Let's go to Dave in, it's hard to tell. They put Boston and Clearwater.
Maybe it's Clearwire that he wants to look at.
Oh.
Maybe, is that,
Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Hey, guys. Yeah, it's Boston. And, Steve, you're right. Clearwire is the ticker. But, hey, looking forward to you guys coming up to Beantown.
Good.
I'm looking forward to it.
We look forward to it.
Yeah. Hey, it'd be nice if you had some free time, we could do an adult beverage after the meeting.
Yeah.
Order us some good weather up there, will you?
Yeah, hey, it's been the best winter we've had in years, Tom, so hopefully it'll continue.
That's beautiful, man.
Absolutely. Hey, take a look at this Clearwire, CLWR. And I'm a firm believer, when we get to close to market tops, these crappy stocks start to run. And this thing was in like a bullish falling wedge, and it broke out with volume.
And they're coming out. It looks like they're coming out after the close today with their numbers. Okay, so the low in this is $1.24. The high $6. They lose $1.80. They have a float of 349 million shares. So that means they're losing 700 million. That's pretty wild. Just
see how much cash they have.
Yeah, I must see how much. They have 700. Oh, look how much money they got. Holy cow! They got $1.8 billion. They got cash at the close of. That's 2010. We're in 20. What day are we?
We're in 2012, baby.
Man,
time flies.
Hey, they're late on their financials, man. Look at this. This is interesting.
That's pretty wild, because you'd have the most updated information.
Oh yeah. No, when that happens, they have problems. I wouldn't be buying this, that's for sure.
No, I mean, the whisper number is they're supposed to lose 35 cents, but a lot of activity, a lot of volume, Tom. I'm just curious as to Maybe somebody knows something in this little crap.
Well, let's. Here, we're going to pull it up right now.
Is that right?
Fidelity Yeah, you get Fidelity. So Fidelity's a buyer out here.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, they own.
These guys aren't producing financial statements.
They actually own 10%. Vanguard owns 4%. Mount Kellett, whoever that is. Let me see if there's any sellers here.
They bought 23 million shares.
California pension funds, they sold almost everything. You know, I mean, I wouldn't be buying it. That's the bottom line. But who knows? You know, what do they do? What do they do?
Well, they're a wireless provider.
Okay, so I see, because they're gonna Light Square is gonna get basically, you know, there's going to be a no on that deal, and that's going to Falcone. What you're going to see, folks, there's going to be a big scandal. I mean, it's coming down. This Philip Falcone, he's going to be, and this guy has made billions and billions, and they're going to reject that deal, and he's hung up on that deal in a big way. You know, and that's going to be, that's, I don't know. I guess most of these regulations are half political, half capitalistic. You know, so. And that's what's moving Clearwire higher, though.
Gotcha.
You know, the other guys say no, so they're saying, okay, Clearwire basically has, you know, a little more open space to get some business.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, hey, Europe is continuing to slide, boys. I think, Tom, I think you're right. I took a small position in ERY just to catch any big moves, because I think it's going to come out of nowhere, like you said yesterday.
Yeah, no, it is. They do. There's these moves basically come out of nowhere. Particularly, you know, when you could make the case that, you know, the Bulls have got rewarded every single day. You know, I'd make the case that, you know, the market hasn't gone anyplace, but the market is higher.
Yeah,
you know,
just creeping.
Right.
Yeah. And when I saw Dow 15,000 in Barron's, I said, that's just what I needed to see.
No doubt. Cooking,
thanks a lot, guys.
Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Yeah.
Hey, how about the Detroit Red Wings?
I know.
Congratulations, man.
That's pretty cool, huh? Now you talk about being able to think about it like this: the folks who have either season tickets or have been going to the home games, have only seen winners for the last 3 months.
I know.
You know,
they broke our records. That broke the record.
That's right.
That broke the record. That is so cool, man.
Yeah.
That's
21 games in a row. That's pretty. That's pretty
amazing.
Heavy duty. Yeah, pretty heavy duty when you consider that, you know, they're playing great teams too.
Oh yeah, big time. So, I wish they'd come down here more, man.
I know. They every other year they'll come down here.
Okay.
So it's and every other year. So next year they'll be down here.
Unbelievable.
Great team.
Oh man.
You know, a lot of great hockey teams out there.
Oh, there are, but
that's great.
And that's good to see for Detroit too. I mean, I like the whole deal. And you know, if you can get anything out of this, folks, okay, you know, you can always come back from the dead. And if I've seen anything in life, it continually happens. No, seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, they write it off. Well, you know what? It's not written off. Look at Apple, folks. Look at this. This they just brought it up. They just brought it up the next leg. They just brought
12
they
bucks
just
now.
they just
12
popped
13.
They just popped
now.
the 3 points.
Come on, 550.
We very well might see
something.
Huh? We might see it today. Oh, I hope we see it today. Because if we see it today, I will do a spread on it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I will. Because that's what it takes to get everyone out of it, get everyone into it.
Yeah.
You know, a 10% move in one day, that'd be beautiful.
Yeah. Hey, having a party.
Oh,
you know?
It's a big party.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. The dollar. Let's go over to the dollar again for a second. So the DXH2. Okay, so King Dollar. Yeah, she's still hanging there.
Yeah, for sure.
Still hanging at the highs. You know, what you want to watch a King Dollar is that if it can make that break over 79.76, then you're going to see some pressure on the market.
Yeah. Well, and the currency side, the euro is just is giving it up.
Yes.
I mean, the euro made a bounce to the 0.382 area, and it's just. Oh
yeah, I see.
It's starting to move down.
She's going after it. She's going after that 130.
Yeah.
130.06, which totally makes sense. You know, the amazing part is that the the European Union, bottom line is just going to keep pushing that off.
Yeah.
And I guess, the market is saying, hey, why not?
Yeah.
Wild. No doubt.
Hey, it's easier to just push off your troubles.
Oh, listen, it totally makes sense. I mean, instead of having something implode, just turn around. You say one thing, you do another thing, and that's what they continually do. The real key is going to be who's going to pay up? That's what it really comes down to. Who's going to pay up? Yeah. There'll be another scandal, and what the scandal's going to be this time, folks, is that we'll find out who owns the actual bonds if they decide to pay off those bonds.
Which is that's
going to be like the when our government came in and gave AIG all the money to pay off all the broker dealers.
Right.
That's going to be free money.
Yeah.
Instead of doing the default.
Yeah.
Free money, baby.
But that, folks, if something like that does happen, that'll put strength in the dollar because we'll be paying off those bonds in euros.
Right.
And so that would be putting strength in the dollar.
Yeah. Oh no doubt.
Give our market some conniptions, but not until Apple decides to participate.
This is kind of fun watching, man. I mean, this is my point is, folks, you don't see this happen, and when they get it going like this, we very well could see this up to 525. And I mean 550. If it's 525 right now, because this leg. This leg's a good one.
Yeah. Well, look, I just pulled up probably the 10-minute chart. Yeah, but is that what you have up too?
Yeah.
So there's some volume spikes behind it.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's not going up on just air.
Yeah. Right.
Just to
let's see. Okay. So
to be pushed up.
What I'm going to do right now. So let's see. What time is it? It's 10:48. Okay. So look at that. There's 10:34. Someone bought 5,000 shares. Oh no. You know what? Interesting. That's hard to tell. But no matter which way. So 1,000 shares is what? 519,000, right? Oh, my God.
1,000 shares, yeah. That's right. Yeah,
so
that's right. $500,000 for 1,000 shares. $2.5 million for 5,000.
There it is right there, 524. Boom. So there's 4,000. Someone just banged 4,000. 3.98 to be exact. Big numbers.
So the money that was on the sidelines, we know where it's going into.
So we got 11 minutes left to get Apple up to 550. Oh my God. Let's take a look at some of the high volume stocks out here, even though we don't have high volume. So you get Bank of America up $9. Zynga, they didn't make their numbers. You know what is interesting? Both Zynga and Groupon, they pushed it out to the public. When they come back with their first quarter, they missed their first quarter, both of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have...
Gotta fire those CFOs.
They
should have been able to make their numbers.
Well, all they had to do is push the stock out to the public.
Yeah, I guess that was it.
That's the name of the game. You stay right there, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We're coming right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. I should get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio. Therefore, we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin Burnstone Mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone Mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister Mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York Stock Exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. And coming up next, folks, we're going to be going up to Newton, Massachusetts. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, with he'll be growling proud with you from 11 to 12. Then we're going to Tucson, Arizona. We got Larry Pesavento, 12 to 1 back here. David White, 3 to 4. And then I'll be on from 4 to 6. Yesterday I had brought up in the show in the afternoon. You had there's the LIBOR rate up in Canada. There's a investigation right now. Now, in this business, folks, meaning in the finance business, it's amazing that all these banks, they get away with murder. There's no 2 ways about it. Now, this just come out. Now, check this out. This is going to be intense because what just came across the tape. So you get J.P. Morgan, Deutsche Bank, and HSBC are the 7 firms accused of conspiring to manipulate the LIBOR rate, which this is the Canada LIBOR rate. So there's plenty of people in Canada that their loans are off of that.
Yes.
But what you have, which is really wild, this is not just one person. This is a bank.
Yeah.
That is basically going to be the. They're seeking immunity right now to be direct. Right. So it's I guess it's wild, man. I mean,
they're breaking the code.
Oh, they're breaking the code. It's the first one out. It's the first, folks. If I've learned anything, it's the rats are always jump off the ship. And that's what I said to Bill Murphy in the afternoon yesterday about the manipulation in silver.
Yeah.
And there is going to be a time, and what it's going to be is this. The way this normally shakes out, is that normally it's someone that has a big financial position.
Yeah.
And then they get in trouble doing something else. And then, then the right Fed gets hold of them and says, and then they get something that's even bigger. And then it's really a matter of what is the temperament of the country at that point to put something down.
Right.
And that's how they normally shake out. But I can't wait to see what bank it is. And I suspect it's going to be one of the large banks in Canada.
Yeah.
Because you can see that the other banks international banks, and more than likely, if it's a Canadian investigation, well, the quickest way, the person that could get hurt the most, if one of the Canadian banks are going, so they'll fall over first.
Right.
So we got. Let's.
Hey, how about light sweet crude? What are you thinking there?
CLH2.
It's got back into the January, got in the low portion of the bar from January 4th.
Yeah, I'd sell it.
Yeah.
And this is why.
How's the volume looking?
It's anemic.
Okay.
It's anemic. Well, here, let me make sure I'm on the right contract, too, because what happens with crude, of course, is that crude goes every month. So let me see the most active contract. So crude. Okay, so we had 124,000. Yeah, we're in the right contract. That's the most liquid contract. And all this is done is that's gone up today and basically couldn't handle the 102.
Yeah.
And I think, actually, when Larry was on, I think he's brought up the 102, actually.
Yeah.
So that 102, well, you got it.
It's that January 4th swing point.
Yeah, and it failed.
Which is 101.88 all the way up to 103.74.
Right. So you have a little test of that area. You fire away!
Apple up almost $14. Up another 2.7%. That's towards its high.
Yep. Small caps
can't do anything. Just camping up.
That's right. And so if we go over to small caps for a second, what you have with the small caps is this: you're still in consolidation. We use the IWM.
Yeah.
And as long as the IWM doesn't make it over 82.09, it made it over there once. But if he doesn't make it over there again, then it's going to start working on the lower end of that gap.
That's right. Yeah.
This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. Going up to Newton, Mass. with Basil, Larry, David White, and then back here.
Have a great day, folks.
Go get him.